G'day and welcome back to our Chinesy campaign in Hearts of Iron 4. So I've split these guys up and basically we're going to have the Sun Jiaojun going to the Japanese Manchukuo border and not actually moving on. They're just going to try and defend it. And the Juntuan are going to be in this Wanger army here, led by Wang Yaowu. They're going to be doing defense along here, and we'll just hope that they know where they need to actually stand to prevent the naval invasions. Otherwise, we should be safe from the rest of the Chinese guys. Not sure yet how the Chinese United Front comes about. It's got to be some kind of thing when we get attacked by Japan, I would assume. Never actually looked at what happens down here when the Japanese attack. Not even when you're playing as Japan. Alright. The other thing I was going to look for was what the hell's going on down here. Looks like we've finally finished reinforcing the army. So everything else is going into actually producing guys now. Which, because I moved the thing, is not actually attaching to anyone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 need to jump onto that. Everyone else should be good. So need a lot of production done. But more armament is always going to help. Now I go through infrastructure to get to the extra construction slots. We are doing these guys infinitely, so let's just keep adding units. Get us up to 46. Alright, bump up the speed. And when do we get this? Today. Alright, so I've unlocked engineers. We would also want, let's say, recon, but industry is going to be important. It's 37, so we need construction speed so we can knock out the military factories to fill this up. Our support equipment, we have exactly 10, so we're not really going to be able to adjust this too much. If we could put engineers in, we would need 10 to be able to do it. Would again 0.05 per day, so maybe in a month or so. I'd love to actually beef this up with a few other things, but only 2 research slots. It's going to take some time. Japan are looking for warrior traditions, which gives them national unity and division recovery rate. Gain base national unity, gain national spirit, which gives me 20% just for that. Alright, concentrated industry was there. It's 37. Let's go for efficiency cap, and then we'll go for the, what do you call it? Concentrated industry 2. Alright. Looking fine here, 7 out of 42, so little weight on that. Now, I chose this because we're going to go try and be defensive behind the river. And behind that river, there's a gap in between where we can stand in the forest. Then up here, we want to try and finish the Manchukuo thing and then take the forest from Japan. And this will be at a big weak point. There is, of course, also the People's Republic that should actually help us out with, what do we call that, 15 guys? 1 civilian factory, wow. 5 military. See where they've focused their efforts. And modification of government. We could do industrial. Now, I never actually check this. Construction is production, so it's not this. That would be 190. Let's see what this actually changes. 168. So it does reduce everything in this industry tab by the looks. Didn't see if it does that retroactively. I think it does. I think that was 100 and something. Good. Question that had been bugging me for a long time. Hindenburg's crashed. Infrastructure gets us to construction, but pushing through this is going to be more important. Get to the research slots. We need 50 to unlock the 4th one. And here comes Japan. Chinese border incident. Gives them Marco Polo Bridge, which then lets them declare war straight away, I think. That's how it seems to happen most of the time, anyway. So, are we ready to defend against Japan? No freaking way. We're always going to be about 20,000 under. Question is, do we want to get them to focus it at all? I don't think so. They do it pretty well. They just go in order. Maybe they do this ordering. 46 is down there. Yeah, so 41, 42 through 46 were the other ones we added. Keep that going. Would love to have a ton of these guys ready to go, even though they're going to get slaughtered by the professional Japanese army, who, of course, are now lining up against us. We are definitely not going to try and assault them. Should have a nice planning bonus. 50%. So if we stand there, we might be able to survive it for a little while and see what the event, I assume, is going to be that gives us the Chinese United Front. And is Shanxi involved in it? Would like it, probably, if they stayed neutral so we didn't have to defend that part of the border. Could be interesting. And Earhart disappears, so both went historical, Hindenburg and Earhart. Might have to bring these reservists up quickly. Don't really want to do that. What is their actual fleet composition? 5 light cruisers, 2 destroyers. Alright, Marco Polo Bridge. How should we respond? Japan gains unity, or we give them Beijing, Shandong and Hebei. We're definitely not giving it up. So we've reached the breaking point. Purges in the Soviet Union are done, and we need to get extra research slot. Alright, here comes the declaration. Japan is justifying against us. They're not actually justifying against us, that's just their thing. Here we go. And China is rejected, blah blah blah. That's right, not an inch. Did that give them a war goal? Apparently not. War with China now they have to do. Why don't you do Chinese puppet? Gets event. Wonder what happens in that event. Do you actually get a choice? Sever Sino-German ties. That's the one where Japan demands. So we haven't even had a chance to take advantage of that yet. Alright, improved machine tools. We want extra factory output. And we have until the end of this before he declares on us. So we'll get our extra research slot just as we go to war. Communists are still lined up against us. Guangxi Click doing similarly, and Yunnan. Shanxi doesn't seem to have a lot of guys there. He's got 2, probably both standing there. Alright, government modification. 1% threat. So we were going to do this as soon as it gets high enough. When it is high enough, we'll probably jump into this, get the recruitable population loss, and still have tons of guys. Don't know. Going to want to have massive army, so I'll probably just do war economy. But we'll save that because it's going to happen soon. Alright, construction. This is factory repair. That is other stuff that doesn't matter yet. Research time reduction. Probably be a good idea. We have more men up there, but his men are a lot tougher. They have actual support divisions and all the rest of it. If communist support goes too high, well, we can't even force that to happen. So here comes the war with Japan. Japanese build up on Chinese border. Vicious imperialist invaders. Okay. Nowhere near enough for the extra research slot, but let's go grab our construction effort. Japan declared war on Shanxi to get around. Getting around our Maginot line there. And we want to probably do some land doctrine since they're about to screw with us there. Mass assault is definitely the way for China to go. What else do we get here? Supply grace, how to supply, organisation and entrenchment, deep battle or mass mobilisation. Should be some more manpower things here, shouldn't there? 5%, wow. And massive outer supply reduction. Yeah, let's just push on this while we've got the 14% reduction from the Germans. And are Japan forcing us, yep, sever Sino-German ties. 70 days. It's alright. Get most of the research done, hopefully. And Shanxi. Well, are we about to get an event? Great faction. It's got to be an event that comes up for that, right? What we're going to do, in the meantime, is cancel that, put these guys on the Shanxi border, give them a planning bonus. Japan's called Manchukuo in as they declare war on us. Okay, well, great timing there. Let's see if we can defend our own border at all. Although, if we can get some of these guys, take this side of the river, that'll help out. It's actually going our way. It's a little surprising. We could push him back a little at the moment. Yeah, that was the naval invasion warning. Oh, he's landed already. Cheeky little bugger. Well, in that case, let's just really quickly jump over here. Tell them to push them back. And maybe go down speed 4 for a bit. Alright, buddy. Somebody there has to take that. Cut off his supply line. China comes under further attack. Here we go. Like a cat, Japan advances and took Korea. They sought to humiliate us with their 21 demands. They occupy Manchuria, and now they advance again. Well, no more. China will fight to her last to be free. In a speech to the people, Chiang Kai-shek appealed to all Chinese that they stand together or face certain doom alone. For China. And then what? Does everybody want to join us or something? Send volunteers from Soviet Union. Yes, please, buddy. Non-aggression from Shanxi. Sure. Volunteer forces and transport. War with Japan and Manchukuo. I'm not used to being on the right side, so I'm probably going to keep thinking we're Japan here. He has about 100 divisions. Manchukuo has really nothing. Right, and there's Japanese down there. Damn them. Well, how long is it going to take to push these guys back? Let's go ahead and cancel their moves. You need to come up here. This guy is going to be needed there to hold them off. Actually, he's going to be needed down there. These guys are needed in here. Let's try and split some of them. Okay. That's not looking good. You boys, get over to Qingdao. He's moving up that way. Half of them across. It's not looking good anyway. China unites. Guangxi clique has chosen to join us in the fight against the Japanese. United will drive the invaders back. We annex Guangxi clique. Awesome. Which gives us a new army under the command of Tai Anlan. Both these guys are just combat with. It's pretty crap. This guy's got a horrible haircut, so we'll go with this one. So these are the Unlaners, and their job shall be to attempt to push the Japanese back. Just stand there and hold it to start with. Alright. Up here we Took a little bit. Let's get up to the river. Up from Changjin. Over there. We're defending there. He really wants to take Beijing. So, what should our next move be? With this guy. Should probably come over here and try and get in that way. Something like that. What are you guys doing? Were you standing there because of supply? No. You are going somewhere else though. I think we want you there. Alright, People's Republic of China has joined Chinese United Front, ready to fight. We'll chase the Japanese devils from our lands. So, PRC just joined the front. We can't actually control them at all, but they should pull these guys up to Manchukuo now, you would expect. Not many Japanese up there, so that should be rather beneficial to us. This guy needs to come up. Right, now they are in. Let's go up there, split. Oh, that'll do. Open up the extra thing there. Is going badly everywhere along this one, which is ridiculous. Alright, down there we're still trying to actually arrive. Jibai Sanma has chosen to join us in the fight against the Japanese. United will drive the invader back. Jibai Sanma is annexed. We get these extra guys. I guess they'll have... No, it's pathetic. Just throw them in with this one. Alright, where were they going? Down here. Yeah, we'll throw them all down that way. It's alright. Looks like they want to get started. We should also put everybody on aggressive. Don't know if they actually stay aggressive if they're not turned on, or if they just stand there. Guess we'll find out. And we want to push up along this border, if possible. Out that way. This guy wants to stop there. Let's try and just push up as far as we can. Alright, all red. It's definitely not looking positive. Mostly, I would assume, because of their defense compared to our pitiful offense. Bad train at night. Excuse me, it was 3 PM. It's night now. Now it's not. Ah, because, of course, this time isn't local time. Okay. What else do we have? PRC want to give us men. We accept. We'll take your 11 guys. Actually, let's do it this way. Grab the unassigned. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's still working right. They're all communists. And we'll put them into a separate army under Sui Wei. The Yue's. And their job is to come up here and take out Manchukuo. They will actually get started straight away. They are the worst of his army. Alright, volunteers. Soviets will arrive in a week and a bit. Winning the defense of 1. Let's open up another line of attack behind him. Or if they are receiving... Yeah, they're doing fine. They have low organisation, mostly. But they're receiving supply from there. Alright, Yunnan. Remind me. Down there. United we are strong. An extra 3. They need to obviously join this one since they're already down here. It'll be good. Looks like the People's Republic don't want to actually do any offensive work. And now we're definitely going to start losing out if we keep pushing forward, because that is not working in the slightest. So, except for him, tell these guys... Can't tell them to cancel unless you do it one army at a time. That's annoying. Not sure who we forgot there. Tell them to cut it. That's right. Alright, 6 divisions. Arrived in Shanghai. Remind me. Right there. Oh, down there. Okay. Right where the boats are. They can go either way, really. If we can just go and take his port, it'd definitely be helpful. It's still pushing us back pretty easily, though they had low organisation just from getting there. Right, we can do that defense. Can we... Can't pull them in. These guys are involved in a few fronts. Genichi here, attacking from multiple directions. Yep, that's horrendous. We have no supply there as well, so we're going to lose those 4 guys. How are we looking? Yeah, 28,000 down. Well, as soon as they get out, we can try and get in there. And they'll have no supply. And they'll have an encirclement. Do need to reinforce there though. So, let's wait for this guy. He can come through. These guys can come in. Stacking penalty. Versus his low supply, terrain, and all the rest of it. Nationalist Spain won. Okay, well, I'm going to take a short break here. When we come back, we will try and get the Japanese off our land down here, see what the Russians are going to be doing, and see if we can actually push forward through these mountains and stuff. So, thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying it. If you'd like to click like or leave a comment, it would be much appreciated, and I hope to see you again soon. See you later.